Welcome back to the Magic Room, and blessings. We've returned to this place to continue our study of the imagery and symbolism in the Rider-Waite Tarot, one card at a time. Today, we'll be looking at the card numbered at 18 in the Major Arcana, the Moon. As always, we'll begin with Arthur Edward Waite's historical divinations. These are hidden enemies, danger, calumny, darkness, terror, deception, and error. It comes as no surprise that earlier decks have always featured an image of the moon as part of the design, but once again, it's the Tarot of Marseille that holds the strongest influence on modern decks. In the Rider-Waite card, we see a moon that depicts 3 different stages of the lunar cycle. Waite says that the distinction between this card and some of the conventional types is that the moon is increasing on what is called the side of mercy, to the right of the observer. This is a clear reference to the Kabbalistic tree of life, which comprises 3 pillars behind the Sephirot, or spheres. To the left is the pillar of severity, in the centre the pillar of mildness, and to the right the pillar of mercy. The moon is said to be reflecting the light of Tiferet, the 6th Sephira on the tree of life. According to the mystical Behir, Tiferet is the adorned, glorious, delightful throne of glory, the house of the world to come. Beneath the moon we see 2 towers, also said to represent the pillars of severity and mercy, and between these we can see 15 drops, once more resembling the letter Yod from the Tetragrammaton. Waite says of this and earlier cards that she is shining brightly and shedding the moisture of fertilizing dew in great drops. Below is a winding path that leads between the towers, described by Waite as the issue into the unknown, going on to say that the dog and the wolf are the fears of the natural mind in the presence of that place of exit, when there is only reflected light to guide it. This brings us on to the next main feature of the card. In the foreground we can see a dog and a wolf seemingly howling at the moon, and a crayfish emerging from the waters. According to Waite, the moon illuminates our animal nature, types of which are represented below: the dog, the wolf, and that which comes out of the deeps, the nameless and hideous tendency which is lower than the savage beast. It strives to attain manifestation, symbolized by crawling from the abyss of water to the land, but as a rule, it sinks back whence it came. Often the dog and the wolf are taken to represent the tame and wild elements of our psyche, while the emerging crayfish is sometimes thought to symbolize the manifestation of our anxieties. The appearance of the moon is sometimes said to be a sign of unresolved issues in our subconscious, possibly caused by a trauma experienced in our past that is clouding our judgment in the present and preventing us from seeing things as they really are. Waite provides us with a brief divination of the card in the reverse position: instability, inconsistency, silence, and lesser degrees of deception and error. The card is the 18th to be met by the Fool along his journey, and is said to be the time when he experiences confusion and uncertainty along his path. The moon asks the Fool if things are really as they seem, or has illusion taken hold. The moon can be a reminder to ask ourselves if what we are feeling is based in reality, or coming from a place of prejudice and distrust. It encourages us to look at our situation with an open heart. According to Waite, the face of the mind directs a calm gaze upon the unrest below. The dew of thought falls. The message is, peace, be still, and it may be that there shall come a calm upon the animal nature, while the abyss beneath shall cease from giving up a form. Certainly the themes of suspicion and unease are richly apparent in this, the card numbered at 18 in the Major Arcana. Thank you so much for joining us in the Magic Room. May the coming days bring you surety, clear-mindedness, and trust. Until next time.